Whether you are looking to leave an inheritance for your own loved ones or you're helping your parents position their assets, you are not going to want to miss today's video because we are going to count down the top 4 assets to leave as an inheritance or to inherit.
That's right. So Amber, we're going to do a countdown style. We're going to start with number 4 and go from there and wait till the end. We'll give you the number 1 best asset to inherit.
So first of all of these 4 assets that we are talking about are easily divisible. We're not talking about a car. If you have 2 kids, it's very difficult to divide a car. You have to sell it. We're not talking about a house. Again, you have 2 kids, it's tough to divide a house. You have to wait until it sells, pay a realtor. There are a lot of things that go along with that. So we're talking about assets that are easy to split up amongst your beneficiaries.
And they have tax benefits, most of them.
Number 4 on our list is brokerage accounts. Now, why does this make our list?
Amber, we're talking about brokerage accounts that are owned by an individual or a married couple, okay? These are not IRAs or 401ks. These are after-tax brokerage accounts. And the reason they make number 4 on our list is for tax reasons. If it's an after-tax brokerage account owned by an individual or a married couple, it receives what's called a step up in basis at death. So what does that mean? That means that mom and dad bought some shares at $50 a share. When they pass away, they're worth $100 a share. That doubling of value goes tax-free under the current tax law. Here we are at the end of 2021. Now, there is talk of changing this. I better timestamp it. In 2021, at least, there's a step up in basis at death, so it's a big tax-free benefit. And then again, like you mentioned, easily divisible. If certain children want to take their share and cash out, others can continue with the brokerage account there. Very simple to do with these brokerage firms.
So number 4, brokerage accounts for tax reasons.
Tax reasons, yeah.
The third thing on our list we want to talk about is cash and cash equivalents. Cash is king.
Cash is king.
Everyone knows what cash is, but what are these cash equivalents that we're talking about and why are they on the list?
And cash equivalents would be things like maybe money market accounts, CDs, annuities, anything that can transfer very easily upon death. So what we don't suggest for our clients to do is name a child as a signer or joint owner on a checking or savings account. That has lots of their own problems. What we'd rather see is a transfer on death named on these accounts at the bank. Okay, so you can go into the bank and name a transfer on death. You will need a death certificate to transfer those, just like you would need it for a CD or an annuity. We have to have a death certificate, but again, very easy to do if we've pre-named them. Another example, Amber, of cash equivalents is a very specific type of insurance policy that will actually pay out up to $100,000 without a death certificate. So we've done another video during the pandemic. Some of these states were taking weeks or even months to issue a death certificate. Well, we know, my dad just passed away this year. We know passing away, the funeral home wants to be paid before a death certificate is issued. So how do you get cash immediately into the estate or into the hands of the people who need it? We've done another video on that. So be sure to check out that video as well.
Okay, so cash is number 3. It's really easy to divide, and cash equivalents can name a transfer on death beneficiary, and some cash equivalents you can actually access without a death certificate, which is very helpful when you're trying to pay those final expenses.
Indeed.
Number 2 on the best assets to inherit is something that we have talked about, the Roth IRA.
The Roth IRA is fantastic because it's inherited income tax free. Now, for those that are inheriting a Roth IRA after January 1st of 2020, there's the new 10-year rule. So what that says is the entire account balance must be liquidated within 10 years. But why is that a good thing for inheriting? That means that someone who inherits a Roth IRA can actually continue the tax-free growth for the full 10 years. So it's very important. Some people mistakenly believe, Amber, that they inherit it, that's income tax-free, and the next 10 years of growth is not. That's not the case. It can grow up to 10 more years income tax-free. So that's another beautiful way to inherit some money.
The other great thing about the Roth IRA is, again, it's easily divided, and so you might have 2 beneficiaries. One needs that money to keep growing tax-free. The other one maybe needs it right away. And that's easy to do and easy to divide, and each can choose what's best for their own situation.
Exactly.
And the number 1 best asset to inherit, hands down, is life insurance.
Amber, the fact that not everyone qualifies for life insurance tells you how good it is, right? You have to be in somewhat good health to get it. You have to pay your premiums on time and keep it up to date. So why is it number 1 on our list? Primarily 2 reasons. It's income tax free But even better than that, it's highly, highly leveraged, meaning you're buying life insurance for pennies on the dollar. I'll give you an example. Just this month, we helped a client obtain $500,000 of life insurance. She's paying $29 a month. So if this lady pays in for a decade, she will have paid in a few $1,000s, and her beneficiaries will inherit $500,000 income tax free. So highly leveraged, and it's tax free. That's why it's number one on our list.
So what action can you take? Well, as you are doing your own estate planning or maybe helping your parents with theirs, look at shifting assets into some of these 4 things that can really be great as an inheritance.
So if maybe you have an IRA, your parents have an IRA, you can start taking money out a little bit extra each year, pay the tax, and maybe purchase a life insurance policy. If they don't qualify for that, then go to number 2 on our list and convert it to a Roth IRA. So that would be, a great way that you could start shifting assets from less desirable for inheritance to more desirable with a little bit of time.
And we have some great videos on Roth IRAs and how to convert to minimize taxes.
That's right. So folks, if you need help with any of these things, be sure to reach out to us. You can go to workwithnewgen.com, schedule a 15-minute phone call with us and see if we can help you in some way.
Because you can make the rest of your life the best of your life.
Plan now to retire happy.